Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of MLB 18, the show, Road to the Show with DeMarcus King, and this is episode number 10, as we're going to kind of flash forward these next 2 weeks here in his career here in the month of May in the 2018 season for him, as we're trying to get down at least to the next game that we're going to I think play or try to play or whatever that against Portland, as we've seen them there in episode 8, and we lost that series there against them, so we want to try to get revenge on them, try to take really try to sweep the series. But yeah, we've lost 6 straight now, and we gotta kind of try to get back on the winning track here, as we gotta turn things around there. You see, yeah, 6 games out of first place there. We've been struggling there in the Eastern League there, in the East Division there. So we're gonna try to see if we can turn things around here today. As you know, DeMarcus is now playing second base now here, as the coaches there had told him, at least from their perspective, from the big club there in Toronto, that they need some help there in the infield. So the best way for him to get up to the majors or get called up to the AAA is for him to play second base. So that's what he's going to be doing here for the time being now, until otherwise. And they say it's going to last for about a week or so. But we'll go ahead and see here DeMarcus come up to bat here against the Rumble Ponies there. You see he swings out there in that first at bat. Second at bat here in the second inning here. He's got a good chance to get an RBI here. And oh, come on. They throw him out at the plate there, but he does get the hit. But it's going to be cost them there, as they end up leaving the inning there. Go to Doug Vinny. Hey, wait a minute. We know that guy. If you guys follow Good Game Bro, that is him. He's in the game this year. And, yeah, he's going to be a guest star here in the episode here. As you see DeMarcus throw him there at first there. So, sorry, Doug, there. You're going to have to be taken out. So, I thought it was pretty cool having a another YouTuber on the show here, or at least in this episode here, Doug Vinny, playing for the Yard Goats here in this version. I don't know exactly where he's playing at in his. I know he's restarted his Road to the Show with his character based off of him. I don't really remember which team he's on anymore. But there you see King there. He'll get a triple. So nice job, as the Fisher Cats lead this one by 6. So here in the 7th inning, we'll see King with no outs here. He's going to try to run in here and get the 7th run in the ball game there, and he does so, as that'll be a single and RBI there for that hitter. So now we'll see if they can hold on to this 7-run lead here as we get to the end of the game here. And hey, the 6-game losing streak has finally ended there, as the Fisher Cats are able to win this one here today in a final score of, I believe, 7-0 here, if I'm not mistaken there. But it was pretty cool seeing Doug Vinny here in the episode here. Hopefully we'll see him in another game here, as we take on these Hartford Yard Goats here. I believe also we'll play against the Rumble Ponies coming up at some point here in this episode here. But yeah, I thought it was really cool there. So if you guys get a chance, let Doug know, hey, yeah, he was in this Road to Show series, and he did pretty well. I don't think he was like off the chain or anything, but he did pretty well there in the game. Take a look here. Go in the manager's office here, and he's talking to us about playing at second base, and he's letting us know that the big ups are going to be here at the ballpark here the next couple of days, and going to be watching us and the rest, and pretty much the team, but particularly him, as he's playing second base here. They pretty much going to let him know that for the time being he's going to be playing second base, and that he just needs to keep doing well here, as he's been doing pretty well in the infield now so far here. So we'll see if he can do the same thing here again, like he did in the last episode there. He goes 2 for 5 with a triple and a run. We'll see what he can do here in today's game, as we'll see him at the bat here. This is going to be a base hit here. That is going to go ahead and move the runner up 90 feet there, as now runners at first and second. Now again here, a runner on first here, 1 out. And looking for a pitch here. Runner's going to go ahead and take off here as this one goes high and deep out to center field. This one is going to go over the wall, and that is going to be a 2-run shot there for the Fisher Cats, as now it's a 2-0 ball game here. And I'm pretty sure Doug Vini, who's playing center field for these yard goats here, he's probably looking up and he's like, that was a good hit, bro. Good hit. So you see DeMarcus King there knocks in his, I believe his second home run of his AA career. Take a look at the replay here. Just look at his good timing there, putting the bat right there on the sweet spot and taking that one right over the fence there. And Vini out there only has nothing to do but really just to look at the ball sail over the wall. So now 3-1 here. Hartford starting to come back, and we'll see here. King again gets a hold of this one, and that one is going to be a home run there. Another nice shot there for him, and that's now going to be a 6-1 ball game. And this is a 3-run shot there from King, his second home run of the season here as a Fisher Cat. And man, he is tearing it up, you guys. He is 2 for 2 now here in this game, and he is just lighting up the scoreboard here. Take this time, he shows his capability of just putting the ball everywhere on the field there as he takes that one and pulls it. The first one went opposite field. So we'll see now with a 5-run lead here. We'll see him try to go at it again here, and this one's going to fall out there to shallow center field as Vini go out there and get that one. But that is going to be another nice hit there, and this is going to help out his hitting streak here. As we end up the last episode there, we ended at 9 games. Now it is reached now to 11 games. Now he has hit safely on board, and they get this win here today. It's a 4 for 4 day for Mr. King as he gets 2 home runs, his second and third, 5 RBIs and 2 runs scored there. He's hitting now .436 as they get the 6-2 victory. So 2 games in a row now here. Let's keep it going as we'll see what he can do here in this last and final game here with Yard Goats here today. As we'll see there, 4 for 4 day there, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs there for DeMarcus King. So DeMarcus doing a great job here putting the bat on the ball. And we'll see here in this game here today. Let's get to the next one here. And the Yard Goats, of course, would like to try to avoid being swept here in today's game. And, well, we're just going to see if we can break out these brooms and just clean up this mess here at this ballpark. So 1-0 game here has got King up to bat here with the runners at first and second. This one is going to be a force out there at second, and that's not going to help King's effort out there in any way. So 1-0 here after this inning here, and we'll go now to the next one here. Let's go to the second inning here, and we'll see Doug Vini. There you see 2 home runs there for him. Here are the Yard Goats. So there you see Doug get some FaceTime here on this road of the show, as we'll see what he can do now here in this one. As looks like it's going to be a 1-out, 2-1 count for him. He's going to try to see if he can get him into a double play. And Vini here, look, going to turn 1 and get the second one there as they do so there. And Vini, well, sorry there, buddy. You turned a double play and into the inning there. Nice job there for the Fisher Cats getting that double play there off that great from a good hitter there. Now we'll see here, Yard Goats up to bat once again here, playing some more defense here, trying to see if we can get another double play here from King. King there at second base here. We'll see here. This one's going to try to turn for 2. They get 1 there, and the second one, no, does not get that one, but he does get 2 times the points there for his fielding and his reaction and arm accuracy there. Just could not turn that double play there that time around. Runner too fast. As we go to the top of the 9th here, it's a 1-0 ball game here, 0-1 count. And this one is going to be a base hit there as that rolled past the infield there. And the hitting streak now continues here as it goes to now to 12 games now here. So 12 games now he has hit safely here in this at least in this series, continuing on. and they'll end up winning this one. They break out the brooms here today, getting a 1-0 victory there as they get the win. Of course, like I said, DeMarcus there coming up in that last at bat there, finally gets a hit there to continue his hitting streak now to 12 games as he goes 1 for 4 in the ball game. In the overall type series here in this first series, he goes 7 of 13 with a triple, 3 runs, 2 home runs, and 5 RBI. So nice job there from them as they are able to get the win there to help themselves out here in today's and they're releasing this first series here in today's episode. So we're going to move on here in just a bit to play on the Rumble Ponies. We'll take a look here. We're back on the winning track. Got that 4-game series against the Rumble Ponies coming up. As you see, King now hitting .431 with his on-base position at .428 there. And slugging, well, slugging is just crazy. There you see .642. And so far, so good. So we'll see what he can do now as we go ahead and head back home for this homestand here against the Rumble Ponies, who just been not too nice to us in the last showing that we had against them. As you see there, they're still in first place, and we're just 4 games behind them in the Eastern League, East Division there. So we'll see if we can try to turn things around here and get at least some, some kind of try to get a win out of this. Try to get some wins out of this series here. We need at least 3 or 4 to get us right back in the hunt there. But we'll take a look at a training session before we go out to the field here for this one. And there you see our got some options here. Can work on adding some more attribute points here in our hitting. There, hit the cage there. Go to the the fielding aspect here. We got a area where we can raise a cap, but then we've got some areas here we can just add some more attribute points there in our fielding situations here. And then I think the last one is our training facility here, just working out here, and maybe homing on some hitting there for ourselves there. But I think King, he's gonna possibly looks like right here. It looks like possibly looking at the practice field. No, he decides now we're gonna go training, and he is gonna go to do what? It looks like he can do yoga or Pilates here. And I think, well, come on, dude, make a decision on what you're gonna do here today, as we still got an episode, still got a lot of games to go here. And he's going to do Pilates. So he's going to work on durability and batting clutch. So that's, we've been actually had, thinking about it now, we do need some help in that area there. We've been having some pretty good situation there with runners in scoring position. And having that batting clutch raise up there, that would actually do good for us here. So go start off here in this second second series here in today's episode, as we'll see now King up to bat here, 3 home runs, 27 RBIs in this one, in this game season so far here. As we'll see 1-1 count there, that is going to be hit up the middle there, and that is going to now continue his hitting streak now to 13 games. Just unlucky 13 there for him. As we'll go to the next at bat here, and then he hits this one up the middle there. That is another base hit. Runner will come in to score, and he will have an RBI single. So nice job there, getting the 2-0 lead here for the Fisher Cats as we go to the 7th. And we'll see here, runner at first. King here rocks this one over to right center field there. That's going to drop down here. Runner ahead of him is kind of just a little slow there. Could have had a triple out of that one if the runner would kept just going. But now runners will be in second and third. So Scott Baer now up to bat. 0 for 2 for him. And we'll see that runner has already came in to score. So it's now a 3-0 ball game. As Barry here just with 1 out. And can just hit this one deep. And he could try to get that one. But there you see Boykin misses the play there. King is going to try to come in to score. And not a good job there, King. As he should have just stayed there. But he'll get tagged out at the plate there. Bad call there from him. As we'll see now, a 5-3 ball game here. Rumble Ponies down by 2. King looking for a pitch here. This one's going to ground there to second. It's going to be an easy double play there for them, and that is going to end your inning. Go to the 9th now here, and last chances now here from the Rumble Ponies to do something here, as they'll see a batter up to bat and try to put some do some damage here against these Fisher Cats, as Fisher Cats here have a 2-run lead still here in the top half of this one, as Fisher Cats here trying to get a rally going here, trying to go for 2 here. There's 1, there's 2, and that is going to be your ball game. Nice double play there from King, and this ball game is definitely over for the Rumble Ponies, as they end up losing this one here today. And your final score in that game is 5-3. So 3 for 4 day there for King, as he hits an RBI and of course or he gets an RBI and of course gets a double. 440 is his average right now, and King is looking pretty good right now. Him and his ball club really coming together here in this series. They just like getting revenge on these Rumble Ponies here, and we'll see if that will continue as we go to the second game here today, as the Rumble Ponies back in action here just after losing last there in 24 hours ago. Want to come back and try to get on the winning track here, try to maybe get this second game and cause a split maybe of this series. As we'll see there, that's going to be rocketed over to left center field. That one's going to come down shortly there, and it's going to be a base hit there for King. So King on board here, as he has now 14 games now he has played, and he has been hitting safely. As we'll see here, Vic come out the bat here for the Rumble Ponies. And a double play situation here, as we'll see King there sitting at near second, and he is going to hopefully play some good defense here, as he's going to run over to the bag here to tag a bag out, throw the runner out there at first, and makes a nice play, turning that double play. Go to the 5th inning. King here hits this one. This one's going to be a shallow hit out to left field. That's going to be a base hit. Now moves the runner up 90 feet. And that is going to be a base hit. Take a look here. Didn't get all of this, but just got enough there to get it shallow and get him on board. Now 2-1 ball game here, as Rumble Ponies are able to come back in this one. King hits this one out there to left field, but that one is just a fly ball and an easy out there for the Fisher Cats, as they have now 1 away. So 1 runner on board there. We'll see if they can try to bring him around, as they're down by 1. And we'll see here in the 9th inning. And it was down by 1 still. It's a 5-4 ball game here. King up to bat, 0-1. And King hot shots this one down the third base line here. But the third baseman makes a nice snag there. Able to get the ball and throw King out there at first base. As we'll take a look here and see final score 2-1. Or 5-4 there. Excuse me, there is your final score there. I kept reading the wrong score here on my score sheet here. But yeah, they end up losing this one by 1. And of course, King 2 for 4 in the ball game, hitting .441 for the season. And they'll now, of course, Rumble Ponies will try to come back here tomorrow night to get another win here. But of course, the Fisher Cats want to put the brakes to it here. They want to win this series. They got to win this series here against the Rumble Ponies. The Rumble Ponies have been pretty dominant against these guys here already here early in this season. And we'll try to see if we can come back out here again. So there you see 21-21 right there at 500 there for the Fisher Cats. As you see, bring the Rumble Ponies there 25-17. Looking very good right now. As they do lead the division. They've led the division for quite some time now. So now, DeMarcus King up to bat here in the 2nd inning. We'll see with nobody on board here. 1 out. King looking for a pitch here, and he's going to try to see if he can get 15 straight now here, as he does so there. And he will get a single. So nice job, as his hitting streak again stretches out now to 15 games. So King looking good here. Go to the 4th inning now here. No runners on board here. 2 outs, and King looking to do something. As we'll see there, that's going to be hit towards right field, and that is going to be it for the inning. As we'll see now, the Rumble Ponies still lead it by 1 now here in after 4. So DeMarcus King now 1 for 2. Single back in the second inning here. We'll see what he can do here in this at bat here, as he has just a runner there just 90 feet away, trying to get a score here as 2 outs, and that's not going to be any good there. As we'll go here, we'll see now with a 1-0 count here in his favor, and we'll see if he can do something here. This one gets popped out there to right field. This is going to go deep. This is going to find a gap, and that's going to score not just 1, but that's going to score 2 runs now. King's going to go for a triple, and he gets it. So he gets an 2 RBI triple for himself and for the Fisher Cats. As you take a look here, I wasn't really for sure if that was going to go. Well, no, it was actually a pretty good hit there. It was actually pretty far from the left or right fielder there. From at least playing this, I thought the right fielder had a good play on it, but I guess he didn't. So now we'll see the Fisher Cats here on defense now, and we'll see if they can try to turn. It looks like they're trying to get a double play here, as they have runners at first and third here. So if we can stop this, we can stop the runner from coming into scoring. And we'll see there, that's going to be a run ball hit. Third baseman makes a play at home or at second, and the double play goes in, and that is the ball game there. Nice job there turning that double play and keeping them off the scoreboard, as the Fisher Cats get the victory here today, and they win this one, Game 3. Final score 2-1, as King goes 2 for 3 in this ball game with a triple with 2 RBIs, and he is just looking hot right now here in this series as you take a look at his numbers there. And just overall great day there for New Hampshire, as they get that 2-run lead there in the 6th inning that really helped him out there for the most part here, as we go ahead and get to the final game of the series, as we're just 1 game above 500, and we'll get to the 4th game here today. Again, another just high pressure game here. We don't want to lose to these guys. We don't want to split, so all hands are going to be on deck. So go to the 6th inning here. We'll see a 2-2 count here. King has not got a hit just yet, as we'll see here with 2 outs, and King is going to get a swing and a miss there. And his hitting streak, well, could be coming to a quick end here. Go to the 8th inning now. 0-1 count here. Hitting streak on the line here. Down up by 1 here. And this is going to be hit out there to shallow left field. And that is going to be a base hit, as that keeps his hitting streak alive here now. As you see, 16 games there. Brutal. But we're able to hold on to the lead there. And of course, we do get the hit streak there for Mr. King, as they end up winning this one 2-1. A nice 1-run victory there for King. And for the Fisher Cats, King 1 for 4. Like I said, he got that base hit there to left there, that final at bat. Nice job there. Scared a lot of people there, a lot of fans there who are Fisher Cats. They were just like, oh no, we can't have him, he's having a bad day. He got to at least get a base hit, and he does so there. And we'll see if he can continue this hitting streak now for the next series here coming up. So we'll see here in this next series. It'll be the Fightin Phils that we'll be playing against, and unfortunately he won't be in the first game there this series, as he'll have a day off there after having that series there being really brutal towards him. But I did decide to go ahead and change his batting stance here. I didn't like what he had. He had Tony Gwynn's batting stance there, and I decided, like, I like Tony Gwynn. I love him and everything, but I wanted someone that his hands were up higher, and just a guy that was kind of familiar, that I was kind of basing this character off of. And the first one I kept running around in my head there. I was like, you know what? I kind of like Matt King's batting stance. He has a good batting stance. They're about the same height, about the same weight. So I was like, let's try that. So we're going to run with Matt Kemp here, with his hitting stance here for quite a while there. But I just like where his hands are. It's up high. They come down quickly, and just good overall. Just look at his legs there, shoulder width apart, and just really good overall stance there. That I just figured I think that'd be the great or the best stance for him this season. I kind of playing around with his hands there, the motion and stuff like that, but kind of left it where it was at. I may play around with it for here and there in between some other games and stuff, but for right now, that's where he's going to be at. But there you see, we're just got we're just 2 games behind the Rumble Ponies there after winning that series there, 2 games won. And out of that series, he was 5 of 11 with 3 RBIs, a double, and a triple. So we'll see if King will be able to continue with that. So we'll go back to the training here, and it looks like we're going to get some more opportunities here to increase our scores in certain areas, but particularly this one. It looks like our batting here. We got some plate vision we can possibly work on there, which be helpful there. Look at our fielding here, and we'll see some areas in our game of fielding, and then kind of look like the overall training here, working out and trying to get ourselves better here with durability, which is very important right now with being such a low durability here. We decided to go with reaction, so there you see him working out there on that for himself there and for the ball club. So now we go back to the manager's office here, and well, he tells us we might have to play second base here for the long stretch, because he got a report from, I guess, from the major leagues, and saying that right now they're in a big they have a big issue right now in this infield here right now, as they need a second baseman for pretty much the long term here, or at least for a while. And okay, so he had his heart set on playing center field here, and he's asking if it's going to be a permanent deal there. And right now, he likes second base, but it's not where he really wants to be. So two are going to be sitting there talking there, and I guess for development purposes here, and get called up. I guess we have no choice but to say, okay, we'll be at second base, but at some point here, we're gonna want to be back in the outfield there. We want to play center field. So, and he tells us that it's it's not the end of the world. Basically, we're just gonna change some things up here. So that means we're gonna have to pick a new prototype or a new archetype here for ourselves, and try to that'll fit more with us in the infield position here. So we're gonna pick a new archetype here in this game here. So this will be the second time for him in this one. As take a look here and see the archetypes that they have for us here, and we'll have to see which one is the better one for us. As you got the different ones, you got the Wizard, Good Hands, Mr. Reliable, Field General, Bat First, or actually they say we could just stay with the one we have right now. So just kind of looking around there, I kind of thinking like, okay, since we won't be playing center fielder for at least for the time being, hopefully by maybe next season we get to AAA, we'll get back. They'll say, hey, you're gonna play center field again. So the one I think I decided to go with here, or I should say at least King decided to go with here, I think it's Mr. Reliable. Because I was thinking of kind of like a Dustin Pedroia, which in some ways, originally that was going to be the Mr. Reliable was kind of be the one for Simon Unger, which will eventually at some point here, if not already, if we got a series up here in the NBA or in the MLB 18 game here this year, that was going to be his one. So he's going to be in the infield, and I seen Dustin Pedroia's picture right there. I'm like, yeah, okay, we could have King be the black Dustin Pedroia. We can have him play in the infield there with the good arm and contact, but kind of was a little weak in power, which I kind of don't really see that, because Pedroia, maybe the last couple of seasons not much power, but when he first started out, he had quite a bit of power there. I probably say in the last 3 to 4 years here, he's had pretty good power, but now his power's kind of come down. Now he's playing more of that kind of a traditional second baseman that can, hit, gappers and stuff like that. So we decided to pick that. So Mr. Reliable is going to be his position here. So we'll go here to play against the Fightin Phils. Like I said, game 1 there, he did not play, but we did win that game 7-1. Now go to game 2 here. We'll see here. This one's going to be high and deep. This is going to be back, but it's going to be caught there by the left fielder, and that'll be an out. So the Fightin Phils there getting on top of that play there. As we'll go to the next pitch here and see this one, King is going to nail this one over there. It's going to go over the right fielder's head, and this is going to be a good enough for a double, as he will get in there on this 1-out double. I see it boosts his power there, and moves his hitting streak now up to, I believe, to 17 games there. So he, again, hitting very well here, as we'll see down by 3 still. And we'll see what we can do now in this one, as we'll see the pitch here. This one's going to go up, and it's going to be high and deep. And this is just going to be another double there for him, as he's able to get on board there and get a nice pitch there on that one. So his partner here behind him is going to try to see what he can do in this at-bat, as we're trying to get on board here and keep things going here for ourselves, as we're down by 3 here in the 8th inning. Full count now for the batter with nobody on, and King here looking here. He's going to try to go ahead and see where the ball's going to be played at. And he's going to go ahead and go. He's going to get the green light there, and he is going to score. And now just down by 2 now, as it's a final score now of a score of 3-1. We lose game 2 of this series, as King goes 2 for 3 in this game with a run, 2 doubles here today, and is average now at 445. So King pulls off that victory there today and gets a nice win indeed. So there you see there, us not too happy about this at all. Thought we could get game 2 here after having a very successful game 1, and we're the team that were only able to scrape up a run in today's game. So 2 for 3 there, 2 doubles there for King, as we'll go to the final game of this series here, and we would like to try to win this one here, and we'll see what we can do now here. King, of course, kind of upset that he didn't get able to play in the first game there. He kind of felt bad talking to him. He said that the coaches want to get him some time off here, but he said he's going to try to make it up here today. As we go to the second inning here, it's 1-0 here, as he hits this one to shallow left field. That is going to be a base hit for King, and that's the way to start off here if you want to try to get your ball club back into the ball game here today. Now you see there are 18 games now for his hitting streak. Now 1-1 here at the top of the 4th, and we'll see what King can do here in this one, as King knocks this one over to left field once again, and that's going to move the runner up 90 feet, and that's going to be a base hit. So Scott Berry 0 for 1 here in this ball game here. It's a 2-1 ball game now, as that runner came around to score. King here going to retreat back to second here. This one's not deep enough to go, but King, well, for whatever reason, he takes off and decided to go back to second, but that one's just not deep enough there for him to do anything, and he'll be stuck at second base. So 2 outs, runs at first and second now. Next batter up to next is going to be Orlando Dixon, as Dixon coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2. He struck out earlier in this one. As we'll see here, he'll pop this one up. This one should be an easy play, and it is, and that's in the inning. So now 2-2 or 0-1 count here. Runners at second and third here. A 2-2 ball game, and that is going to be a gapper. That is going to come around. That's going to score 2 runs there. It's going to make it now a 4-2 ball game here. King is going to go for 3 here. He goes and gets this one. Nice job, as he gets a nice bases clearing triple, and it's now a 4-2 ball game. So now 4-2 here in the top of the 5th here. We'll see there's going to be a swing and a miss, And the Fisher Cats will definitely have to go fishing once again there after they strike out there and in the inning. 7th inning now, 6-2 ball game here. King here gets a hold of this one high and deep. This is going to go back to the warning track, and this one is going to be caught at the warning track there. Nice power there from King, and that is going to be it for his day there in the 7th inning. So now going ahead here in the footage here as we go to the bottom half of the same inning, and we'll see a 1-2 count here for the batter as we got one out and trying to look for a double play here ball as we'll hit this hits right toward the shortstop here, turns to the 1, gets to the second or first baseman for 2, and that is your double play. So that ends the double play there, and that ends the chances now for the Fightin Phils coming back to doing anything. So King gets one more at bat here. He's 3 for 4 in this one as he is looking here to do some damage now. It's a 9-6 ball game. Fightin Phils are really doing a good job here fighting back there, but this one right here is going to be a doozy there as that's just going to be easy out, and that is going to end the day of Mr. King. So King there grounds out there, and he'll continue his hitting streak now. It's now getting close to 20 games. I think it's at 18 or 19 games right now. And there you see there, getting the victory there as the Fisher Cats pull off a nice win indeed. So they win this series there as they end up going 2 of 3 in this series here today. So nice job here as we'll get ready to reset here and get ready for this game coming up against the Yard Goats once again. But a nice job indeed there for New Hampshire. Win this one 12-6. Nice job there from those guys as they pull off a very nice victory and win the series 2-1. So nice job there indeed. And we'll see some attributes here in just a bit to wrap up this series here with them. So if we're going to take a look at the attributes here and see that some areas went up, so got some gains there, and of course you're gonna see probably here in a bit, well, okay, some areas we reach our cap already, so we're gonna have to move that up some here if we get another chance here for another opportunity for some training session here. But there you see some progress there areas, so everything's going upward here for DeMarcus, and we have one more series to go here, and it's with those darn Yard Goats here coming up as we'll see them in action again here. So it's going to be a 4-game series, and we'll see what we can do here in this first one as we will be back home for this homestand here. Actually, it's a pretty lengthy homestand there. It looks like it's going to be a 7-game homestand there. As we got Portland coming up here, and that'll be in episode 11. We'll have that, but yeah, we'll go into this game here and see what we can do against these Yard Goats. Of course, it's been kind of a battle with them here in the last couple of episodes we've had played them here. It's been kind of seesawing back and forth, but there you see we have another training session here. You got the batting cage, and of course the fielding, and of course just some overall just some attributes there with facility training there. So try to get our strength up and all that kind of good stuff there to help us out there on the field. And I think well, let's see, I think we're gonna try to maybe work on it. So we need to really work on some durability. I think that'll be something that's very important for us to do because we got to get that durability up so we don't get hurt and we don't miss as many games, so we can play, not just play 2 out of 3 series or play in 3 out of the 4 series. We can try to play all 4 series when we play against these teams here, because AAA is not, or AA is not that lengthy of a season, but we want to kind of build our stamina up and get ourselves going here as we play this lengthy season. So we'll go to the next game here. Like I said, this is game 1 of this with these Yard Goats here. We'll see what we can do here, and we're going to show a couple plays here in this one. Go to the top of this, or bottom of the second here. We'll see DeMarcus up to bat here. 0-1 count here for DeMarcus, and he's going to ground this one to second base there, as that's going to be an easy play there for the Yard Goats, and that's 2 away there. Now we go to the 5th inning here. We'll see what he can do here in the 5th as he takes the first pitch here, and this one's going to go high and deep. This is going to find a gapper out there, and that's going to be good enough for a 2-bagger here as he is he's going to go ahead and go for a 3 here. Can he get in there on time? They say he's out. Oh my good. Okay, seriously, that was a great run there from him. But they say they got him at the bag, and I will have to disagree here. Let's see the replay here. Looks like a pretty good relay throw, but okay, well, we got it cut off there, but I have to disagree there. So they go ahead and give him a double for that effort there. As we'll see him next at bat here in the 9th, drops this one right down the third base line, and that is going to be a double here once again. So 2 doubles here in today's game, but as you see there, the Yargos will go ahead and pick up the victory there as they win this one 5-3 in game 1 of this 4-game series now with them. So tough day here indeed for us as we're just unable to get anything going there, down by 2 there. And of course, if we wouldn't if we got the triple there, I think we probably would have scored with DeMarcus there, but not such the case there here today. As you see there, New Hampshire goes down by 2. As you see there, his numbers there, 2 for 4, 2 doubles here in this game. There you see some of the other notables here in this ball game here, as you see a couple other players there having a not so good day there for the Fisher Cats. So Fisher Cats will have another game here, and we'll get into that here in just a bit. As we'll go ahead and see here. Oh, we got a phone call here from an agent from 989. They used to be actually a developer. They used to develop some of these games back in the day. But we'll see here. He's going to talk to us, and he's pretty much asking us if we need if we're looking for an agent here, because he wants to get a chance to talk to us and try to get some kind of deal here with him and his sports agency 989. And pretty much we're just going to tell him, it makes sense, we want to do it, but we want to kind of sit down with our coach, and he's been kind of our mentor through this whole process, and just see if this is the right fit. And so we're going to try to talk to him and see if we can get to know him and get to know his company, and what are their true intentions and whatnot. So we'll see them having that conversation there about all that, and we'll get to that. Hopefully, probably in the next episode, we'll have more about that. We'll probably get with John and the coach there, and sit down and maybe come up with some kind of deal or some kind of contract there they can help us with. In the future, we'll need an agent at some point there when we do get to the major leagues. But right now, we're not going to worry about that. So, that being said, we go ahead and we don't get to play in the second game of this series with the Yard Goats. But we do win that game. We win that one 3-1, so that's always nice. So we'll just move on to game number 3 there, as we'll go ahead and get into action here. Bottom of the first here, again, DeMarcus is going to round this one right there. That one going to go in, and that is going to be out. Go to the third here. We'll see down by 1. And DeMarcus again chops this one right there, this time in front of the plate. And an easy play there to the pitcher there at first. Bottom of the 6th here, down by 2. Nobody on board, 2 outs. DeMarcus gets a hold of this one here. This one's going to go high and deep. This is going out to center field, but this one is going to hit off the wall as the right fielder and center fielder trying to see if they can get the ball there, but it's going to be a triple as they do get this one finally into home plate, and that's going to get him in scoring position. And there you see 20 games he has hit in a row now, and that's going to always be nice there as he continues his hitting streak here. As we'll see, this is a bit of a flare out there to right center field, and that's going to score a run there. And now the Fisher Cats just a run away now here from tying this ball game up. So let's go to the 9th inning here. Down by a run here, 2-0 count here for DeMarcus, and this is going to be high and deep, but it's going to be caught there by the left fielder for the easy out. So nice job there. As we'll take a look here and see, Hartford will end up winning this one. They'll come back and take game 3 of this 4-game series, and They'll win this one 6-5. Nice job there for the Yard Goats there. They pick up a win. Triple there and a run for DeMarcus. And we'll try to see if they can try to split this series now in the final game of this series with these Yard Goats. It's just been a nuisance on us here as of late here in the last couple of episodes. Now we've seen them quite too often now, and kind of get tired of seeing them to be honest. So we'll see if we'll change our fortune here and try to get in position now with another win. As you take a look at some of the notables there for both teams there and see what they did, is take a look here. We'll get in the middle of a meeting here, and it's the manager talking about some performance there. He wants to nip some things in the butt here, I should say, as he wants to work on some arm accuracy, fielding, and some reaction there. So we're going to get some 2 times the points there, and that should help us out here as we go to the final game of this series with these Yard Goats here. Like I said, we want to try to split this series here. If we do so, we'll be in pretty decent shape here. As we'll see, DeMarcus 3 home runs, 32 RBIs so the season. He is hitting .446. And we'll see with the runners on the corners here with 2 outs. He's going to hit this one, and that is going to drive in a run. And the runner from first will go ahead and come around to third. And actually, he's going to go ahead and take off and try to score here, and he will go ahead and score. So that is a double, 2 RBI double clearing there for DeMarcus, as we'll see him up to bat here down in the third as we're up by 3. And that's going to be a base hit for him as he gets on board. Now to the fourth. We'll see it now 9-6 here. Fisher Cats are really putting it on to now the Yard Goats here. As this one goes high and deep. This is going to go back, and this is going to be, well, caught at the wall there at the warning track, as DeMarcus is unable to do anything with that. But we'll go ahead and see that we'll get into the next at bat here in the 7th. And DeMarcus, well, he's going to just ground this one out as a routine play. And that is going to be probably it for his batting here today. As he does get, of course, that hit, or he got 2 hits in this one. So his hitting streak is still continuing. But we'll take a look here and see that, we end up winning this one here. Nice job there. We all into that 3-run lead there. 9-6 is your final score, as DeMarcus goes 2 for 4 in the ball game with 2 RBIs, a double, and a .448 average. So nice job there from him and the Fisher Cats pulling off the win. They do get the split there in this series, and so both teams take 2 games out of this one. But we'll see here. We'll see if I think that should help us in the standings here. It should get us a little closer to the rubber Ponies. But we'll take a look here and see. Coming up in the next episode, you guys will be taking on the looks like the Portland Sea Dogs there. We'll take them on here coming up in that next game, and we'll see if we can continue this homestand here and just continue his hitting streak here. His hitting streak's been very, very helpful and just been awesome here so far for this season. So we'll see if that will continue here coming up in the next episode here of DeMarcus' cousin DeMarcus King here in Road to the Show. It will be 18. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. I know it was a lengthy video here today, but kind of want to just show you some action here of a big long series. Of course, we've been playing these teams kind of pretty often here, but we got Portland Sea Dogs coming up. We'll see them in action again. We'll see what we can do against them, and also too we'll see if we get any more news about our agent coming up here, so see if we'll sign with him or not. But that is it for this episode. Again, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed. Also, hit that bell notification so you guys be notified when the videos are coming out, just like this series and all the other series here on ESGNet. And follow us also on social media. Be a part of the ESGN Nation. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. The links are down below in the description. Check those out and be a part of the ESGN Nation. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I will see you guys next time.